All right, good morning YouTube. It's Nick with NK Landscaping again as usual. And last night, did some buying. So an auction has been coming up that me and Kurt were kind of excited for. So we spent about an hour and a half on the phone going through all the different things we want to buy. And we bought 4 separate things, totaling, after buyer fees and everything, and tax, it was $42.75.80. 4 different items on there. So we're gonna go pick that up now. It is super cold and windy today. Luckily, this is a liquidation auction, so everything is actually at the auction house, which is just about 20 minutes from here, 25 minutes from here. So we're gonna head down there. We don't need to bring anything other than a trailer, and they're gonna load us up with a bunch of stuff, and I can't wait to show you what we got. All right, guys, we just paid. So now it's time to walk around to the back. I think we're actually going to drive around back and load up all the goods. Are you excited? I am. All right, guys, we're loaded. I didn't film because we were struggling to get the thing started. Yes, we did buy something with a motor, and it was just a mess. I lost my microphone. Luckily, Kurt found it. But we'll give you a sneak peek at something we bought. No, we didn't buy 1 ratchet strap. We bought, I think 24 ratchet straps plus a toolbox. So Kurt's just taking a look at one to make sure they're not complete Chinese garbage, but so far they look okay.
Yeah, basically this is exactly what I would expect from Tractor Supply. Pretty much, yeah.
Cool.
You went to the store and you bought a Chinese ratchet strap. This is exactly what I would expect. It's pretty much same specs.
So yeah, we bought a whole toolbox that comes full of those ratchet straps because we use those ratchet straps for unilock and all sorts of stuff. So that's a sneak peek. We're gonna go home and we'll show you guys the rest of what we got. All right, so we're back home, and I guess I'll show you the first thing that Kurt unloaded here. We have a 200-pound anvil, brand new. It's a little rusty, probably from riding on the boat over from China. Kurt, what do you think about it?
Well, it's 200 pounds of cast iron, so where can you go wrong?
Yeah. So that's number 1. You saw the straps, so that's number 2. Number 3 is going to be a 400-pound anvil. Kurt, what do you think about this one?
Well, this one's bigger.
That one is bigger. That thing's huge. That's a 400-pound anvil. And the problem is we can't lift that. It's too heavy. So we had to purposely buy something to lift that up. And that's what brings us to number 4. Yeah, we did it. We bought one of these Chinese excavators. Now, I'm not going to harp too much about this because there's a million YouTube videos. I think the cow has been, or the horse has been beaten long enough with these things. There's not a whole lot to talk about. 13.5 horsepower, 2,000-pound Briggs & Stratton powered excavator with a thumb. I mean, it is what it is, and we got a really good price on it. So let's get all this stuff unloaded. We'll go over how much we paid for everything, why we bought what we did, and there goes Kurt with the straps. So let's get it unloaded. All right, so hopefully you were able to see me unload that thing. It's not too bad, honestly. It picked up that 400-pound anvil, and that's as far as I'd feel comfortable picking up with that thing, but it did it. You may notice I'm kind of running it weird. Aside from it just being a Chinese mini excavator, controls are flopped from how I'm used to. It's running excavator pattern. I prefer backhoe, so I'll have to get that switched. But yeah, we got 24 ratchet straps. There's let's see, 16 2-inch, and then I believe there's 8 1.5-inch down the bottom. So it comes in this beautiful high quality metal case.
It works.
It does work. Keeps it dry and out of the elements. Over here, we've got the 2 anvils, plus the toolbox that came with the excavator, the floor mat, some other stuff. Kurt wanted to show us.
Part, the Chinese wrenches.
Oh yeah, 32 and 36 millimeter.
Yeah.
Now this thing did come with, I won't call it a ROPS, but it came with the bracket that goes over the top. Really just a sunshade. I think Kurt put it over here. They shipped this thing from China with 2 of the wrong parts, so it doesn't even work. This stuff is made out of, look, it's cracked. It's made out of, if you ever had a Shelter Logic tent, this is no thicker than that. This does not provide you any safety in the event of a rollover. It's really just to put a top on to keep a little rain off your head. So we're not going to be putting that on there. But let's get everything cleaned up. We'll probably put this in the shop here in a minute, and we'll go over it in a little more detail and show you in more detail the other stuff as well. All right, so while we have this thing in the garage, we did a couple basic little things. Kurt took the plastic off of the seats, and then I swapped the hydraulic lines around underneath this panel here so that we now have backhoe pattern, or I think it's called John Deere pattern. I believe it's ISO as well. But pulling back on the left stick makes your boom go up. Pulling back on your right stick makes... All right, guys, so it's been a couple days since we picked up that auction lot. Kurt has listed the vices for sale, so hopefully we can send... They're not vices, they are anvils. He's listed those things for sale, so hopefully we can send those to someone in need. As far as the excavator, I've gone and done a full service on this thing. Engine oil, which was nasty, full of metal shavings, so that's got brand new oil in it. Same with the hydraulic fluid, changed that for some good ISO 46. So inside here, this unscrews, but there's a cap, so that unbolts, and there is a return filter, which is actually the filter for the machine, and then it has a suction screen. So I cleaned that all out. I actually opened up the tank, drained it all out, cleaned everything out of the bottom. There was a ton of like slag and welding debris and stuff. It was nasty, full of metal shavings. So I put about a gallon in, flushed the system with that, and then drained it again. So it now has good, brand new, name brand hydraulic fluid. While I was at it, I went through and I changed all the grease fittings to standard style. They used to have those push button, like the lathe oilers. So it has been fully greased. And last but not least, I took the nut off the thumb here. I just milled a flat, drilled a hole, so now I can put a pin through here so I can take the thumb off when it is not in use. Because when you pull these pins, this thumb does not actually fold all the way up. It looks like it will, it doesn't. So otherwise, this thing is fully serviced, ready to go. We're gonna kick it out of the garage because it doesn't need to be in here anymore. And we'll get some use out of this thing. It's already got 1.7 hours on it, I think now. So I've put a little bit of time on it. I like it. Overall, I like it. I think it's cool that you get a voltmeter. Yeah, 1.7 hours. So we've put 1.2 hours on this machine so far, and I'm happy with it. So probably going to do some stuff to it in the future, like putting a hitch on it, maybe some counterweight, because it doesn't have any, things like that. But that's going to happen in the future. But let's get this thing up to the shed and out of the garage. So now I got to get my wife's first impressions on this thing. What do you think?
Small.
It's small?
Yeah.
The dog likes to dig. She is a mini excavator of her own.
She is.
Now I got to get you on it.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll be taking that. And let's see. Go ahead and hop right up. Oh, I get the purse too.
Yep.
All right. So hop right up on there. Turn the key on. Oh, my dog likes the block of ice.
Okay.
Start it up.
How's this crooked?
Because it's Chinese.
What do I do?
Turn it on
How do I do that?
with the key.
I did.
No, like start it like a car.
Start it.
Alright, so that lever on your right. See on your right? Push down on the top and push it forward a little bit. A little more. Right about there is good. Alright.
You want me to do it?
Slow. Just you know, run it a little bit.
You want me to run
So
it?
the left stick, left and right, moves you left and right. Yep. So move the left stick to the left. It's touchy. Oh. There you go.
Smells like
Okay, now if you push forward on that stick slow, it makes the boom go down to the left. There you go. There you go. Now if you pull back on that slow, it'll go up.
Can I dig a hole?
It won't dig in the frost, but you can try. Careful, because remember,
I don't want to dig over.
if something starts to go weird, just let go. Better than a shovel, right?
Probably not gonna do much digging.
No, I don't think it'll dig too well in the frost. Alright, so pick that up a little bit. Now spin around. Because you're facing backwards. Now keep going. Yeah, you're cold. Alright, so see that lever on your far right? Pull back on it. That picks up the blade. Alright, now the two ones in the middle are the drive. So those are a little touchy. So that's going to be your left track. And there's your right track. I find if you hold them lower down, you get better control on them. You can just drive a little bit, then you can go inside. I know it's torture. Then you come backwards. You get used to it, it's a little touchy. It's just a big Tonka toy, it's kind of cool. Alright, you can hop off now, just don't hit the controls when you hop off. I'll hop, I'm gonna take it back up to the shed. Yeah, just watch out for the controls when you get off. Alright, so quick overall impression?
It's small.
It's small. Alright, go warm up. Alright guys, so it barely fits, but it fits in my shed here. So, you can see, this is where I keep my lawnmower, which is going to be the NK lawnmower this upcoming year. We're going to be back into mowing again. But I've got a snow blower in here, which I can't get out now, but we don't get any snow, so enough snow at least to use that thing. And I got my stand-up jet ski back there that's broken. But yeah, it just fits in here. It's touching the lawnmower and it's just touching the snow blower with just enough room to shut the door. So I'm happy that I can keep this thing closed and out of the weather. I think that'll help it last a much longer time. Like I said, overall, I think the thing's built pretty well. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the purchase, especially for the price. So it's going to live in there until, I think, maybe tomorrow I'll use it for some firewood. But that'll be its spot for now until we clean out some more room over with the company equipment. Because like I said, I want to keep it inside. I think that's going to make it last a lot longer. But yeah, so that's going to wrap up the auction haul for us. Not a whole lot, but some good stuff there. happy we checked that all out. But awesome. I will see you guys on the next one. Let me know if you like this. Do you like the auction hauls? Do you like us spending all of our money on things we probably don't need? Because I do. But yeah, see you on the next one. And while you're at it, check out NK Garage. Kurt's in there listing tools. So if you haven't already, we have a YouTube channel called NK Garage. We also have an eBay store called NK Garage where we sell all of our tools. So check it out and enjoy the rest of the day, guys.